Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. We back. We back. Uh-oh. You knocking stuff over? Okay. We are back. Hey, Michael Drop, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Oh, you already know I'm finna lay him, finna wear his ass out with facts. Let me see. Uh-oh. All right. Y'all come on up in here. Hey, everybody. I meant to share this on Patreon. Okay, hold on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm working at the same time. Hey, Sean, how you doing? You see the people ain't gonna be up in here in this live, huh? The people ain't gonna be up in here, but y'all need to be up in here for this one. Nah. Okay, let me... Come on. Let's do free, because I need my Patreons here too. Let me see the link. Y'all double tap the screen as you guys come in. We about to put this work in. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, first of all, unless you've been hiding up under a rock, you know what today is, right? Today was the deadline for most states to figure out if they were going. SNAP benefits won't be received for the rest of the year. Okay. Hey, DK. Hey, Miss Ty, how you doing? So SNAP benefits, of course, for the majority of the people, they're not going to receive them. Nobody is going to receive it. Okay. Nobody is going to receive their benefits, right? But I have no choice but to go in on Mike Davis' dumb ass because, sir, y'all love between Mike Davis, Trump himself, JFK, all the rest of these people who don't know what they are talking about is absolutely absurd because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Well, maybe you do know what you're talking about, but you're definitely talking about your white counterparts. Let's be very clear. Do you guys know who makes up the largest percentage of SNAP benefits to be received? Do y'all know? I'm going to just ask the chat. I'm going to just see what the chat going to say. Do y'all know, if we're going to go by race, if we're going to go by these things, do y'all know who gets the most SNAP benefits? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for y'all to tell me. I'm gonna wait. Who receives the majority of SNAP benefits? Oh, it's not on this one. It's on this one. Okay, got it. I'm gonna wait. There's 40 people in the chat. I'm gonna wait till somebody answer the question. I'm gonna wait. Okay, let me refresh this. I'm gonna wait. Because I'm asking a very interactive question. It's a very interactive question. Who receives more SNAP benefits? What race receives more SNAP benefits than anybody? Thank you, DK. Thank you. The white people. Do y'all know that? Even if they break it down by state, the majority of the states, white people receive more SNAP benefits or more government assistance than black people do. But let's get into his statement and let's get into what he's saying. Because he's not calling out his own kind as he should be. He's not. He's not calling out his own kind as he should be. So let's get into it. So he decided to get on X this morning and say this: we should only help people who can't help themselves. It's outrageous that 40 million people get food stamps. Get off your fat ghetto asses and get a job. Change your shitty culture. Stop giving food stamps to immigrants. We don't want you here if you won't work. I promise you, when I saw this, I saw red. I instantly saw red. Cause first of all, who is you talking to? That's first and foremost. Who the is you talking to? Talking about get off y'all ghetto asses and stop reproducing. Oh, I skipped that one. Get a job, stop reproducing, and change your shitty culture. And what do you mean by stop giving food stamps to immigrants? To see, and this is the same discussion they having about medical insurance. That ain't how this works. If you look at the statistics, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because what I did do before I got up here, give me 2 seconds. All right. Now, according to these studies and to the different things that I've looked up, foodresearch.com, there are about 37%. Now, this was updated in 2023. There are 37% of participants that identify as white that are receiving SNAP benefits. So let me say that again. There is 37% that are white that receive SNAP benefits. Nearly 26% identify as Black African American. About 16% is Hispanic, and about 4% is Asian or non-Hispanic. And then there's about 17% off up in there that are coded as race unknown. So you don't even know what the hell you're talking about at the end of the day. Change your shitty culture. That one was the one that really stood out to me. Not change your shitty culture. It sounds like you need to change your shitty culture. Right? Huh? You fall in the line with the white people. I'm just saying. It would mean that you would need to change your shitty culture, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that mean that? So what do you mean get off your fat ghetto asses? See, that was geared toward Black people. You're never going to make me believe that it wasn't. He didn't say Black people, but this is definitely geared toward Black people. When you say get off your fat ghetto asses, who do y'all think he's talking about? When he says stop reproducing, who do you think he's talking about? When he says change your shitty culture, who do you think he's talking about? We can't be this obtuse and dumb. Stop giving immigrants food stamps. Sir, like you woke up and chose to type this dumb shit that really you could have kept this to yourself. At the end of the day, it doesn't benefit anybody. It doesn't benefit anybody, anything for you to get up here and say this specifically. It doesn't do anything. No, he's not just talking about people who take advantage of the system. That's not exactly who all he's talking about. Get off your fat ghetto asses. Are you serious? No, he's not gearing that toward people who take advantage of the system. So we're just going to automatically assume, oh, Black people and brown people take advantage of the system. There are more white people on SNAP benefits. There are more white people who sell SNAP benefits. What are y'all talking about? Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Because you don't have to be here. Don't tell me what to do. I am going to read into it. You got to read into it with these sorry son of a bitches that are in politics. Absolutely. Yeah, you do read more into it. Who are you? You don't come here and tell me what the fuck to do. You lost your mind. Now, you're not talking to somebody who ain't woke. You may use this on another channel, but it don't go for me over here. I am Chef DonDon. You're on my page, bitch. You can leave, though. Simple. You can leave. And I'll give you the opportunity to leave before I block your bitch ass. Don't come in here talking to me crazy and trying to test me. Don't do it. Goodbye. Okay, well then get your ass out of here. I'm giving you an open invitation before I do it for you. Now back to what I was saying. When you speak like this, you're gearing this toward black and brown people who are being targeted. Even when we talk about ICE raids, when we talk about all of these things, black and brown people are the ones who are being targeted. This is solely meant for black and brown people. Hello? He said immigrants at the end of it. He is solely speaking about black and brown people. I'm not giving you anything else. All right? Let me fix this. I got it, y'all. Hold on. I'm not finna play with y'all. Because I told y'all at this point, I'm not debating with anybody. I'm not arguing with anybody over what we are literally seeing in our country. Y'all gotta go somewhere else with that bullshit. People like Roland Martin or all them other people where you can go in their chat and say stupid stuff, stupid off the wall stuff. Go over there with that. You cannot do that to me. You can't gaslight me. You can't make me believe something else. You can't do any of that. Your mammy is ignorant, bitch. And don't like. And another thing, telling people to control their emotions. Do you understand what the fuck we are dealing with in this country? What do you mean control your emotions? What do you mean control your emotions? Do you not see what we are clearly going through in our country? While y'all are up here really judging how people are, there are going to be children who aren't going to fucking eat. And y'all have the nerve to be telling somebody to watch their emotions. Kiss my ass. Kiss my whole ass. I mean, kiss all of it. And I mean that. Not only that, but when we talk about these things that are happening, we need to be a help. There are elderly people who are on benefits. It's not always people trying to play the system. It's not. There are elderly people who will not receive any assistance for the next 2 months. And y'all mean to come in here and tell me to watch my emotions? Kiss my ass. I mean that. It is absolutely ridiculous what we are going through, and y'all will make every excuse or find every excuse to justify what we're dealing with. There's no justification in this. People have become extremely evil. I don't give a damn about who is using the system. What I care about is the people who unfortunately are going to go without. People who can't even come out of their homes. Why? Because they're scared they're going to get detained or arrested. This is crazy. I'm furloughed with zero income. I applied for food stamps. I've been paying into the system for 30 years. Mocha drop. And I'm sorry that y'all are dealing with this, because it's not just this whole food stamp conversation. It's not just about people who unfortunately y'all think are abusing the system, who y'all think who he's talking about. There are so many people who are going to suffer as we end this year. Y'all better go find somebody else to play with. I'm not the one. The two or the three. I have watched one of my sisters struggle to going to work every single day, doing it by herself. Is she still on assistance? Absolutely. But she is going to work every day, doing what she needs to do every day. So what we're not going to do is we're not going to try to use this right now as a weapon to say that everybody that's on this assistance doesn't need to be. They need to get off of their fat ass and they need to go to work. Are you silly? And yes, this was meant for black and brown people. Get off your fat ghetto asses. We know exactly what you're saying when you say that. When you say stop reproducing, we know exactly what you're saying when you say that. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Do not stomp on my intelligence. I'm not a dumb bitch. Never have been and never will be. I mean, it's so many programs that are ending. Hello, the big beautiful bill. What y'all think that big beautiful bill is going to help America? No. You know, SNAP benefits along with medical benefits, other things are being stripped. So what do you have to say about the people who will no longer receive Medicaid? You gonna tell them to get off of their fat ass and go find them a job? See, this is again what I mean. Y'all can't play with me. You cannot. You cannot play with me. I've been doing this way too long. Solid. I get what you're saying. I don't give a shit about them people abusing the system at this very point. There are people who are going to go without. Do you also understand that November and December are cold months? We're not thinking in the future. Y'all are so worried about what is present right now that y'all don't think about far in advance. We are moving into colder weather right now. I am in Texas. A few years ago when we had that really bad ice storm and our politicians here in the States had they ass abroad. But people were stuck here to try to figure things out. Elderly people dying, trying to find heat. Solid, I don't got nothing else for you. Cause that is not what's happening right now. That's not what's happening right now. They're not taking benefits away because people are using them that shouldn't be using them. What are you talking about? That's not why they're taking the benefits away. This is insane. You know why? I think you've been watching the news. You know exactly why. Hello, we're dealing with a government shutdown. So no, the reason why the people are losing their benefits has nothing to do with people being on benefits that don't got no business being on them. And so yes, I can say and do whatever I want to because it affects my family at the end of the day. And that's exactly what I said, Devon. These white Americans are the ones who receive more benefits than anybody else, than the Hispanic community and the black community. He said ghetto because we knew exactly what he was talking about. This is not geared toward white people who use and abuse the system. Since we want to talk about abusing the system. It's easy for you to say that I'm not going to let the government affect my family. What about people who have double house, who both work for the government? And that's the only money that they have right now. Y'all can't say stuff like that. Like, it's weird to say that. Everybody can't get up and do what is so easily accessible to everybody else. Unfortunately, they cannot. I think about the elderly lady that lives next door. Gotta go over there and make sure she good. I think about the elderly lady that lived down the street. I think about all of these elderly people who are in Chicago who are afraid to come out of their house. To me, y'all are looking. To be honest with y'all, I told y'all before, I don't debate with people about stuff like this. So, Solid, you really getting a lot from me. I don't debate about. There's no debating when we talk about things that are happening. We're not debating about it. And that's good. That's good that you do that for your grandmother. But there are some people who don't have grandchildren who can stop by, or their grandchildren may not live in the same city, who can just stop by and help like that. It's unfortunate, y'all. There are people here who are going to suffer. And the people who voted this man in office, who clearly don't give a flying F even about yourself, because that man don't care nothing about y'all. I just seen this black man online a while ago. I just straight cussed him out. He had on a Make America Great hat again, he was talking about the government shutdown, but talking out the other side of his neck, talking out that white side of his neck instead of the black side. Every black person that wears Make America Great Again or anything like that, you are a clown. You are a clown. And I would say it to your face. You're a clown. For the life of me, I don't understand what y'all don't see. I don't understand what y'all don't see. I told y'all, even my job on Friday. On Friday, we are going to feed the homeless. Not only are we going to feed the homeless, but we're also going to take care of the elderly. And that's who I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about the elderly, and I'm concerned about the children. Remember I told y'all last year that I was in, and I'm not saying this to pump my head up or any of that. I was in Dollar General, and I saw these kids in there, and they were stealing food. I mean, gallons of milk, loaves of bread, stuff that you can visibly see them in with their hands, and they're getting ready to walk out of the store. And I know exactly what they're getting ready to do. I could not allow those kids to get in trouble. I could not allow those kids to go hungry when I clearly see that there's a need. This is what community is about. Community is about helping and building where you can. I put everything that I had back. I literally put it back in order to purchase every single thing that they was getting ready to walk out of that store with. Because I don't think at this particular time, they don't need to be in trouble. They don't need any of that. It was around the holidays. And the reason for me bringing that up is because we do need to get back to community. We need to help wherever we can help. If your church is doing something, help with your church. If your job is doing something, help with your job. If not, then you get out there, you do the footwork and figure out where you can help at. Mama Bees is a prime example. I know Mama Bees, I know you probably don't even want all this. But Mama Bees, one thing I love about Mama Bees is that she gives back to her community. She's always doing community service, always going down to the soup kitchen and I mean, not the soup kitchen, but the food bank and feeding and doing what she needs to do. This is what we need. We need community. And this is why I had the message for the church that I did this morning. Church is supposed to be a community. And in the community, we are supposed to help one another. Maybe I don't got the funds, but maybe I got an extra bag of beans and rice in there that I ain't opened up that I can bless somebody with. Maybe I got an extra jug of water, gallon of water that I can bless somebody with. It be the small things, but we turn these things into these big things that we for what? At the end of the day, people are going to need help. And this is the holiday season. Where, unfortunately, even if you furloughed on your job, guess what? You still want to put a smile on your kid's face. You still want to be able to have all of your family over for Thanksgiving dinner. These are things that are about to change in the next 2 months. I'm aggravated because I see so many people are hurting right now. But this is also the importance of knowing what's going on in this country. That big, beautiful bill. Folks didn't even know what was in that big, beautiful bill. People did not know. So unfortunately, and SNAP benefits and some other things was one of the things that you were going to lose. So at the end of the day, Mike Davis, kiss my ass. And I mean all of it. You call it ghetto. You can call it whatever you want to. kiss my ass. Because yes, I do have family members. I have a sister that gets up and goes to work every day. So you can't say that it's people who are trying to play this, that it's all people who are trying to play the system. Yeah, there are people who have manipulated and done some things. That's in every walk of life. People manipulate, lie, and do things. But that still doesn't take away the fact that there are people who are actively out here trying their best to get out of the slums. This whole year has been hard with gas, food, and everything else. How do you expect these people to eventually get on their feet and make things happen for themselves when they're already on assistance and the economy is tearing up while they're on assistance? Make it make sense. I don't understand how people don't see the hate that we're literally dealing with as a country. I don't see how people don't see what this man is doing. This man is literally destroying every bit of what we know as a country. Exactly. After school programs, school lunches. All of it. So yeah, to the person who told me that I need to set my emotions aside, you kiss my emotional black ass. I have a reason to be emotional about this. Sorry, y'all. Listen, I ain't sorry. Let me quit saying sorry, because I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry at all. Solid. You can kiss my emotional black ass like I just told you to. I ain't controlling shit. I mean everything I'm saying, from my gut to my tippy toes. I ain't controlling a shit ass time. I just think that it's sad. It is sad. Because what we about to see, I just want to know, what are we going to do to fix it? I already told y'all, it could be the simple things. If you have a neighbor that you know is elderly, you ain't really even got to like them like that. But let's just say you got an older neighbor who may be receiving some type of benefits, but not receiving them anymore. Listen, take a gallon of milk over there if you can get an extra one, or if you got one to spare. Take a bag of beans over there. Take some rice over there. Things that are going to last. And we do, Eric, you are so right. We do have to show up and vote. And y'all need to vote on November the 4th. Get out to those polls and vote. And if anything, people who are saying your vote don't matter, do you see what we currently going through? Yes, your vote absolutely matters. Get out and vote. And y'all know your job has to let you vote on if you don't vote, if you don't do early voting, they have to let you vote on the 4th. They have to let you off so you can go vote. Please go vote. Oh, man. Y'all, when I tell y'all, that I don't even know the words to use in this situation. I am angry. I am. I'm angry. There's a lot of things that I am. But I had to come down here and talk about this because when I saw this, I just instantly saw red because I know exactly what you're saying when you say this. It's outrageous that 40 million people get food stamps. Get off your fat ghetto asses and get a job. Stop reproducing. Change your shitty culture. The hell you mean change your shitty culture? Change your shitty culture. Sorry, y'all. I done talked myself into a little hot flash. I done talked myself into a hot flash, child. Hey, really, economics involve people. If the people don't have money, you in whatever industry don't have employment. Exactly. I got blocked, Brittany, over on Twitter. I got blocked. Because this ain't the first time I went in on Mike Davis' dumbass. This ain't the first time. He always talking out the side of his neck. He said something about, it's probably about a month ago. He said something and I got blocked. And you know, that's why I like Twitter, because Twitter tell you that the person blocked you. On Instagram, if you can't find their page, then you just automatically assume that they blocked you. But he most definitely blocked me on Twitter. Again, y'all, I think we got a lot of work to do. And I know for people like Mocha Dropper, people who have been working for the government, you've been putting all this money in, you've been putting all this work in, and then unfortunately, you can't get what you need to survive. And I know that that's the same thing I said. Blessed and highly favored. I gave numbers. I said the white people get more food stamps and more government assistance than any other color or race or whatever you want to call it. That's why I said that's why I knew when he said get off your fat ghetto asses. You are definitely gearing this toward black and brown people. And we just can't sit up here and act like that's not the case. That's exactly what he means. Stop giving food stamps to immigrants. So, in other words, are you saying that people are selling food stamps to immigrants? Or you're just saying, just in general, don't give the immigrants any food stamps? Girl, I cannot. I cannot. All of those people in those rural areas are gonna be pissed. They already are. They already pissed. April, they are shutting down Walmarts because folks is going in there stealing. And no, it ain't all black people that's going in there doing it. I seen some on TikTok. I seen some white people doing it, and they thought it was funny and a kiki and all the giggles and things until they get somebody knocking on their front door talking about that food you done stole. Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't believe me, just look it up on TikTok. Instead, you got this orange. Lord, you know I want to go in on him so bad. You got this fool over there worried about a $300 million ballroom. Now, I posted something because I want to address this too. I posted something on my community wall about DoorDash, right? About DoorDash helping people, do what they need to do. They got this program where they're helping people, right? So I put that on the page, and somebody came up under the page and said that they in bed with Orange. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of companies that are in bed with Orange, i.e., Apple. You got an iPhone, Apple, Amazon. We get stuff from Amazon, Walmart, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T. They've all paid, and well, I don't think Verizon have. I could be wrong, but I know for a fact AT&T and T-Mobile have, and y'all may have them as services. So I don't think you can boycott or just get rid of everything because you still need to live in some sort of capacity, right? So I'm just grateful that DoorDash is finding a way to assist these people who are on SNAP benefits, who receive SNAP benefits. Now, if you haven't received SNAP benefits, I don't think the program helps you at all. But if you did, go check it out. Read the full article. Read the full link. Read all of the for you frequently asked questions. My bad. Read all those questions so that you know what's what. Because unfortunately, again, you don't know about these things until people tell you. Right? But I get it. There are a lot of companies that are unfortunately in the bed with Trump. $300 million ballroom that is going to be named after you so that you don't have to leave office. That's literally what this man is setting things up for, is so that he doesn't ever have to leave office. Sana, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? And again, as I stated before, if we was to go out here and boycott everybody, we wouldn't have nothing. Right? And I just mean that because a lot of people were talking about the fact that okay, well, why is Target the only one that we seem to be making moves for? I really just need y'all to go back and understand the reason why Target was the first for the boycott. Target promised HBCUs money. Target promised all of these things to the black community. You strip your DEI and then do not give what you promised to give to the community at all. So with that being said, not only did we boycott you for your DEI, but we also boycotted you because of the fact that y'all promised all of these dollars, these amazing dollars, to the black community, and therefore you haven't done it. You still haven't done it at all. And yeah, I get it. I seen it. They getting ready to lay off 1,800 employees. It was coming eventually. We thought that with this boycott, people thought that the boycott wasn't doing nothing. Oh, but it is. We've seen them tank time after time after time after time. So when we say why is Target the only one that we're boycotting? Because I see it in the comments all the time too. But they promised us all of these things that they still have not given us. That's why we started with Target. Now, I get it. There are a lot of places, unfortunately, where people cannot afford to boycott Walmart, where people can't afford to boycott those type of stores. I get it. I get it. But the purpose of me saying that is I get that DoorDash is in the bed with the orange man. But so are some of all these other companies that people are still keeping in business. I'm just saying. So I had to come down here. I had to get this off my chest because as soon as, again, when I saw this, I really just immediately went into like a moment of, sir, shut your dumb ass up. We don't want you here if you don't work. Well, Mike Davis, What about all of these people who have been furloughed? And let me just say this. When they go back to work, they don't have no damn job. What about that? Look up Kroger too. I'm just saying, look up Kroger. Everybody don't got a Costco or Kroger in their area either. I think the way Target has been extremely performative when it comes to minorities is why they are put on center stage. That's another reason why. Because again, I think that I definitely think that that's a reason. I think that there are multiple reasons, and you're right. You are absolutely right, really. You are absolutely right with that. I do think that is one of the reasons why. Absolutely. I don't have patience for this. I don't. Patience has run thin. Just like when someone asked me the other day, oh, so you're not going to sit down and have a political debate with me? Are you dumb? Hell no, I'm not. There's nothing that we need to debate on. Talk about the current things that are going on in this country. What the hell are we debating for? There's nothing to debate on. And then to the people who say, it's a difference of political views. No, the hell it's not at this point. We're way past that. Okay, the Republicans have blamed the Democrats for the shutdown. It's the Democrats' fault because the Democrats... Now, by all means, as I've stated in the past before, the Democrats ain't innocent. And as I stated also before, I wish the Democrats would put on a big farmer draws and get out there and do what need to be done. Right? But debating about things that are about life and death or life and the struggle, I ain't debating it. I'm not. There's nothing for me to debate. Symmetry, I know you probably just coming in, but we literally just got through talking about that. I literally said there is 37%, well, at least from 2023 is what this information from. At least 37% of white people receive not only SNAP benefits, but also receive housing and receive any type of assistance through the government. But Mike Davis, big neck ass, decided to get up here and say, get off your fat ghetto asses. Get a job, stop reproducing, and change your shitty culture. We knew exactly who you was talking about, you trash ass bucket. We knew what you was talking about. That's true too. There are times where I be over here thinking, Democrats, y'all got a boy, these Democrats. In my opinion, y'all just let the Republicans just do whatever. Democrats, I want y'all to stand up. But y'all, who knows? I used to work for DHS, working with people receiving benefits. They all worked unless they were on disability, including veterans. Thank you, Symmetry. I was just telling them a while ago, I have a sister who is literally on benefits. She works every single day. From 6 to 6 every day. So no, what is Mike Davis talking about? It's not all people who don't work. And do you realize if you don't work and you're not bringing in some sort of income, them people going to tell you they can give you $10? Which ain't going to do nothing but buy you a sleeve of noodles? Girl, let me get off of here because yeah, I got to laugh a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing because it just feels so damn unreal that this is the place that we're in. It does. It feels so unreal. I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. But I wasn't even intending on being here this long. I was intending on only being here like 20 to 30 minutes. But y'all, I've been here almost an hour. Y'all, somebody got something they want to say. Cause I just don't know. I'm aggravated. I am so aggravated. Food assistance used by more than 40 million Americans will not be distributed from November due to the ongoing U.S. government shutdown, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Bottom line, the well has run dry. The department said in a notice on its website, which also blamed the Democrats in the Senate for this as well. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP, is used by 1 in every 8 Americans and play a vital role in many grocery budgets. Earlier this month, the Trump administration declined to draw on a contingency fund that would have continued benefits, saying that the money was needed for potential emergencies such as natural disasters. We know that sorry man that's in the White House ain't gonna even use it for natural disasters when you literally are trying to dismantle FEMA. What? Make this make sense. Democrats have condemned President Donald Trump for refusing to use the contingency fund. This is perhaps the most cruel and unlawful offense that the Trump administration has done just yet. Congresswoman Rosa and Angie Craig said in a joint statement on Friday. According to the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities, CBPP, a think tank focused on policies that help low-income families, the contingency fund would only cover about 60% of 1 month of benefits. Okay. 60% is better than 0%. In a letter sent to the Agriculture Department on Friday, Democratic House members said that there was still significant funding available in SNAP contingency reserve, which Congress provides precisely for this reason, that can be used to fund the bulk of November benefits. Why not use it? They asked the Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins to release the reserves and then transfer other available money in her department to fully fund the Program E for the month. In a memo obtained by U.S. outlets, Rollins said that the reserve can only be used for true emergencies, mostly natural disasters. Earlier, in its published plan for the shutdown, her department has said that it would keep a small number of employees from being furloughed to operate the program, noting that Congress had created a multi-year contingency fund to ensure states could continue to distribute benefits. SNAP works by giving people debit cards, reloadable debit cards that they can use to buy essential grocery items. A family of 4 on average receives $715 per month, according to CBPP, which breaks down to a little as about $6 per day per person. The states administer the programs, which, sorry, hold on. This is a dang ad. Okay, with much of the funding coming from the federal government. Several states have pledged to use their own funds to cover any shortfall. However, the federal government has warned that they will not be reimbursed. Some states, including Massachusetts, where 1 million people are expected to lose benefits, have said that they do not have enough money to make up for the lack of funds. Many states are working with people and staff to try to locate charity food pantries and find alternative sources for meals. And California is deploying its National Guard to help distribute food. Now that's what needs to be done. The U.S. government shutdown enters its 26th day. Today makes 27th day, making it the second longest shutdown in history. I can't, y'all. My nerves is just, I can't. SNAP benefits also help farmers. This will be a triple down effect. Triple down effect. Got it. From low income families, farmers, and grocery stores. Yeah. It's going to be a trickle down effect. And this is why we have been saying for months, if you don't think any of this stuff is going to affect you, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's so unfortunate, but you're wrong to think that this won't affect you in any type of way. This is why I can't take people saying, oh, I can't take politics because politics, it's just too much going on in politics. Huh? Okay. You do realize this is about your livelihood. It's not just about politics, y'all. This is about your livelihood. So you should be in the know of what's going on. I've been up here long enough. I think I said everything I had to say, and if I didn't, I'll come back and say it later. Okay? Shout out to all of you guys that were here. If you could do me a huge favor and make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe because we do have these conversations. We have conversations about other stuff. And so I just want to make sure that everybody knows. If you can and you will, okay, go grocery shopping and think about somebody else as well if you can, okay? And try to help in whatever area that you can. Maybe you may not be able to donate financially, but you can volunteer your services, okay? I know that there are places where you can volunteer your services. If you can't do it down to the church, go down to your local food bank. Do whatever you can to give back to your community. And I promise you, it's going to make you feel good at the end of the day. It's going to make you feel good at the end of the day. So if you cannot, and let's just say you got a whole bunch of canned goods in there, now make sure that they ain't expired, okay? Because, you know, we love to take expired goods. But make sure it's not expired. And if you have it and you can spare it and give it to someone else, please do. Please do. Okay? And this is why I'm big on not wasting food and doing all of the things, because people need it. Can't be wasting food. All right? All right, y'all. Yeah, go down to your homeless shelter because unfortunately, that they have a certain number of resources that they have as well. So make sure you go down to your local food pantry and help the homeless. Do what you can when you can and where you can. All right? All right. And as I see any more posts about assistance, I will definitely be making those posts to my community wall. Again, I know DoorDash is in the bed with the man in the White House, but at the same token, we must understand that there are several companies that are in bed. But what they are doing is willing to help those who are on SNAP benefits get some groceries and help within their household. All right? we did a prayer for everyone involved in Hurricane Melissa. Keep everybody in prayer. I'm starting to see a lot of footage from Jamaica, and it looks really bad. It looks really bad. The flooding is horrible. It's horrible there. So send up a prayer. Send up a prayer. See how you can help, where you can help. See what you can do, if you can do it, and we'll go from there. All right? Yeah, that's another good thing. Buy groceries. Listen, it may be somebody standing in line before you. If you can see that they need some help, help them. Help them. Again, it only does, it should make you feel good at the end of the day, right? Okay? If you can be a blessing to someone, it should help you. All right? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Peace.